You're watching Bumblebee Dispatch, your one-stop shop within the transportation industry, where we cover brokering, dispatch, and trucking. And if you love our videos, show us some love by hitting that subscribe button. Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, March the 30th. I hope you guys are staying safe out there with all of the coronavirus and everything that's going on. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how a trucking company can actually fail when starting a new authority. There are a lot of videos on YouTube where people give you all the pros about trucking. Yes, you can make a lot of money within the trucking industry. However, not a lot of people tell you the what ifs, the cons. What if something bad happens? So sometimes a lot of us, we just go out, we rush into it, and then within the first 6 months or year, you may fail at it. So we're going to talk about how companies can fail when they're starting a new trucking authority and things you can do to prevent that in case you're thinking about actually starting that trucking authority. Now, before we actually get into the video, guys, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button below. All right, so just a few things before we get started. We do this in all of the videos. So if you can, please hit the subscribe button, click on the bell, basically the notification bell. Anytime we have new videos, then you will be notified of the new videos. Make sure you like and share. If you do like the video, you can like it, share it to your Facebook because it could help, a friend or family member, someone you know. It could just be valuable information for them if they're looking to get started in the trucking industry. Again, you can follow us on Facebook at Bumblebee Dispatch, Instagram at Bumblebee Dispatch, and then my IG is at Miss Patty 85. Ways to contact us, of course, is our website, social media, or you can send a video request to info@bumblebeedispatch.com. I will let you know that we get several emails, so if we don't get to you right away, just be patient. We'll try to respond and answer all of the emails, as they come in. Now, the first reason is a lot of times companies fail is because they don't have a plan. So whenever you start any type of business, you want to have a great business plan. Where do you see your business within the next 6 months or a year or even 5 years? You want to come up with a plan on how you're going to operate that business. Will you add more trucks? What about leasing on owner operators? If you start a trucking company, what is the plan as far as your operation? Are you just going to purchase all your trucks and hire drivers? Are you going to purchase a few trucks and then, let owner operators lease on up under your authority? Basically, what do you want or where do you see your business and how do you want your business to grow? So the number one reason a lot of these trucking businesses fail is because, guys, they don't have a plan. They just get started. A friend told them about it. He makes a lot of money and they jump into it, and they never come up with a plan. So what you need to do is you need to figure out what your operating expenses are going to be. So basically, you know exactly how much you need to make your company be profitable. Again, do you have a plan as far as how you're going to run the everyday, day-to-day logistics of your business? Will you use a dispatch service? Are you going to get a factoring company, etc.? These things need to be talked about amongst you and your business partners. If you don't have a business partner, then this is something that you need to do. This is your homework, and you need to work on this first before even getting incorporated and getting that MC authority. Okay, so most trucking companies get started with no plan, and they have that mentality of getting rich quick. Now, of course, you can make a lot of money in trucking, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy and or fast. And so, the more money you make, a lot of times in life, you have more expenses. So you just have to take into consideration that trucking makes money, but it is a lot of expense as well. So basically, to overcome this is just to start with a business plan. Right? So the second reason is, a lot of companies, they have a lack of help. Basically, most owner operators are a one person operation. They're doing everything themselves. They don't have any support, any professional help. And so the first thing that you can do if you're deciding to get in the trucking industry is basically start with your family and friends. If you're a trucker, you went out and got a trucking company, you don't necessarily need to be doing all the driving, finding your loads, doing paperwork, sleeping. It's just too much. It's overwhelming. So, if you have a wife, fiance, girlfriend, whomever, mother, sister, start with them. Get them to dispatch for you. That saves some money. Um, so a lack of help is another reason that most of the trucking companies that get started is unsuccessful. Again, a one person operation really needs a professional dispatch service because the driver should always focusing on driving the truck and not looking for loads and filling out paperwork, invoicing, and so forth. Now, again, if a company does not want to use a dispatcher, it's okay, but they should focus on building relationships with brokers. We will have a video upload on this soon, guys. Right now, every Tuesday, we will be doing Trucking Tuesday. So every Tuesday, we will release a new video within the trucking industry. So look out for this on how you can build a relationship with the dispatcher or a broker, to get better high paying freight and better loads. And another thing is that most of the companies try to avoid using a factoring company because they feel as if they will be saving money. But however, they end up working themselves, which causes them to lose money in the end. We're going to elaborate a little bit more on that shortly with the poor accounting system. Okay. So the third reason is they don't have a system in place when it comes to their accounting method. So when billing a broker or customer directly, you need to track what payments you have coming in and if they were paid or not. So it's hard for a owner operator who has to drive, make sure the load is there safe, to handle all of this. So you really need help when you have a trucking company. Yes, there are people that do it themselves and they're probably worn out. Again, if you can get help, if you don't have the finances, start with family and friends, get them to help you. But a factoring company really comes in handy. What happens is a lot of these guys, when they get into the industry, they exhaust the majority of their funds because they had to get an authority. They had to put a down payment on a tractor. They had to put a down payment on insurance. And so what happens is they don't have any cash flow. They don't have any money in reserves, so they need a factoring company to bring that cash flow in. With factoring, they basically, when that load is delivered, they get paid same day. Yes, a factoring company will charge a fee, but even if you bill a broker directly and you want a quick pay, they're also going to charge you a fee. Okay. Another thing about a factoring company in place is that they can handle all of your invoicing. So let's just say you did 5 loads this week, 5 loads next week. Those are 10 different loads that you have delivered. If there are 10 different brokers that you did a load with, you got to keep up with which broker paid, which broker didn't pay. So when you have one place that your money comes in and out of, it just helps better with your accounting system. Again, the factoring company in place can handle all of your invoicing, and you have one company to go to for all of your payments, invoices, any questions you have about a payment, you just have one person to go to. Okay. So, with the poor accounting system, this is another reason businesses could fail. Right. And then you also want to know if you do invoice that broker, you want to know what fees that the broker charged for quick pay. So are you really saving money by invoicing the broker directly? Some brokers are going to charge you a com data or com check fee if they have to give you a code, and they're also going to charge you a percentage. Okay. So just know the fees you're paying to see if you're saving money or losing money. All right. Now, this is one of the big reasons right here is going to be the low paying freight. A lot of trucking companies or people that get started and they don't know much about the industry, they don't know what the lane is paying. you know, for the freight they're hauling. So therefore, you could easily get taken advantage of if you don't know how much you should charge for that lane. So having a professional dispatch company like Bumblebee Dispatch or any other dispatch company you choose, they should have a better relationship with brokers, and they normally can negotiate on your behalf, which is going to increase your revenue. Usually dispatch companies, they're dealing with brokers every day for different companies. So they have built that relationship up with those brokers, and usually they can get a little bit more on the low than just, you know, you going in and negotiating, because they have that force behind them, you know, and they built that relationship up. Now, I will say a video will be coming soon on how to develop a relationship, how to build that relationship up with a broker, you know, so we will have a video on that soon. Low board freight will be cheaper than direct customer freight. So again, if you have a trucking company, you can actually go to a lot of the shippers and sign up directly your trucking company, and a lot of people don't know that, you know. They will have their requirements, so whether they want you to be in business for a year or 5 years, they will have their requirements that they require. But you can, a lot of shippers, what I've noticed, sometimes they actually prefer a trucking company, you know. So you can go directly to the customer, and you can cut out the middleman in some situations, not all. And the reason I say not all, some of the shippers have a contract with brokers, so you couldn't go directly to them because they have a contract with the broker. All right, so you basically should try to get set up directly with customers to gain access to higher paying freight. Okay, drivers. So another reason companies fail is that they don't have dependable drivers. This should be a part when you do your business plan in the first step that we talked about. When it comes to hiring and or firing drivers, what is the plan that you have? How often will you hire drivers? What are the qualifications for a driver to work for your company? Where are you going to find your drivers? So this needs to be all in a part of your business plan prior to starting your company so you can overcome this. Now, if you start a company, let's say, for example, you don't have a CDL, you're just an investor, you want to invest in a trucking company, what will you do if you don't have a driver? If the driver no longer wants to work for you, if they call out sick, if they quit, and you have a truck sitting that's not making you any money, which can possibly cause your company to go bankrupt, because you will still have monthly bills that will be due, you know. So that truck note is still going to be due, your insurance is still going to be due, and if you don't pay your insurance, guess what, you no longer have an authority. So these are things you need to think about. Next week we'll try to get some interviews in the following Tuesdays with a few people that, you know, got started in trucking, and you know, things happen, you know. Now, I love trucking, but these are just things to think about, guys. Because I've seen a lot of companies, you know, get started and go out of business. And then I've seen a lot of companies do well. And the difference is they had a plan in place. All right. Now, if you're someone and you're looking at, you know, how can I get started in trucking? You know, I want to start a trucking company. Well, I will tell you that we're going to start doing online webinars, guys. The online webinar will be for about 2 hours, and it's coming soon. So if you just check our website out, which is www.bumblebeedispatch.com, you can actually sign up for that online webinar. We're going to start doing more live webinars, you know, to basically help you guys get started. Now, the one for how to get started in trucking will be Sunday, April the 5th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay. You can visit our website at bumblebeedispatch.com. We will go over everything from the beginning. So setting up your LLC or INC, your EIN number, MC authority, where to find drivers to work for your company, tractor purchase, trailer rental. And we will briefly discuss the load board and customer freight. And we will also answer any questions that you may have, okay? Right now, the cost is only $79 per person. We do have registration limited to about 20 people, okay? It's not on our website as of yet, but it should be on there. So just check our website if you're interested for that class. Then you can sign up for it. Now, guys, before you leave, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, of course, like it, and also share this video on your Facebook page. You can follow us on Facebook at Bumblebee Dispatch. You can join our Facebook group. Now, guys, with this group, it's called the Beehive, and you should be able to find it on Facebook. We haven't really done anything with this group. This group has been around at least for about a year or two. So we're going to start doing more in the group to be more active with the trucking community. If you have any questions, you can post it there on the group. And then we're going to start, hopefully soon, try to have some trucking material for you guys, events, and so forth. So if you would like to join the group, it is on Facebook and it's the Beehive. Okay. Please, if you have any questions, just leave a comment in the box below. And again, I thank you guys for watching and good luck.